Good evening to you and welcome to our Facebook Live this evening. My name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in the UK. Let me just get these stamps out of the way in preparation. So thank you for joining me this evening. If you are joining me live, do say hi and let me know that you're here. It's always nice to know that I'm not alone. And if you have any questions or queries, feel free to ask those during our live session. If you have any questions after our session, then obviously feel free to add them in the comments. Hi Katie. And if they're live, then I try and answer them as we go along, if possible. And if not, and I catch up with them later, then I will respond to those on your comment itself. So keep an eye out for any response. So I hope you've had a good day, Katie. I love seeing your photographs of all your adventures, whether it's horse riding or walking. You seem to do a lot of walking. You must be really fit, that's all I can say. But it is lovely to see those, so thank you. So today we're carrying on with using this Pretty Perennials stamp set, which is retiring. It finishes at the end of June or while stocks last. It is £8.50 for the set because it's half price. And you can also buy the dies, which are £15 at half price, so you can get the whole bundle for £23.50. It was in stock earlier. I didn't check just before going live, but fingers crossed it's still available. So I know quite a few people have ordered this from me, so thank you to them. So I thought I would give you another example using this set, and that is to stamp a card in the round like this, and we're going to use our Stamparatus to help with that and to help with the placing to make it really easy. So I've done this one in Highland Heather and Magenta Madness, but Katie, if you want to choose a base colour, then you know, just blue, pink, green, yellow, whatever, then I'll take your example and use that, as I haven't prepared a card base as yet for this. I just have a piece of white card at the ready. So I am going to change it from this particular one just so there's something different. Let me pop these stamps back. I probably will use that one actually later on anyway. So Katie, let me have some idea of colours. Now I do have my Stamparatus ready, and I've got one of my templates on here, and this template is available as a PDF on my Facebook page. If you can't find it, let me know and I can always send it to you. Hi Carol, hope you've had a good day, and hi Jeanette. Thank you all for joining me this evening. So I'm just waiting for Katie to let us know her choice of colours, and what I've got here is a 4-inch piece of card. Ooh, red, yellow, blue, I like that. And what I'm going to do is put this on my template, stamp it, and then turn it either by a quarter of a turn, which would be like so, or an eighth of a turn. Okay, just to get this really pretty design. So simple to do with a Stamparatus. I know if I tried to do it manually, even if I drew a circle, it would still be lopsided. I know that. So let me grab some colours. So Katie says red, yellow, blue. So let me grab some of those ready. So I've got Real Red, Daffodil Delight, and Balmy blue, I think. Let's have a look. There's Balmy blue, red, yellow, blue. I'm going to have a little bit of green for the leaves. This is this one here. So those are the colours as chosen by Katie, so thank you, Katie. So what I'm going to do, and I'm sorry this is reflecting, just one of those things. Let me just do that. Hopefully if I keep it out of the way of the main light it'll be okay, fingers crossed. So because I'm using quite a small square, I'm not going to use this large flower. If I had a larger square then I probably would. So I'm going to start with this one again, but I'm going to tilt it at an angle so that it's not straight on like this one here. So I'm going to have it a bit more of an angle, like so. So what I've got is I've got my template, which I've just temporarily attached to my mat. Because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I am using the mat underneath. You hear those magnets just jump. I just need to change my glasses over so that I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. That's better. Okay. So I've just got a magnet on the side just to make sure that my template is held in place. You could actually just use a little, this is laminated as well, you could use a little bit of tape to hold it in place if you wanted to. And I'm just going to place my first piece of card down, like so. Actually I'm going to move that out of the way because I don't want it clicking together. And what I'm going to do is I always start with the flat side at the top because that's the shortest side. You will see that this goes off a little bit because I have trimmed this down. So what I'm going to do, instead of having it across like that, I'm going to have it sort of in this corner. I'm trying to get it so it's not too obvious. Like so. Okay, I'm going to pop that down and lift that up, like so. And let's see, let's start, well, let's do it in the order. So let's do red for this one. Why not? So I'm just going to ink this up. So this is real red. Oh, this is very inky. Let me just grab my other one. I think I went a little bit overboard and over inked it. Just looking for my cleaning mat, which I can't see. Just use one of these. Okay. Now I've got which one I've used. Oh dear. It wasn't going to be one of those days today. Let's just give it a go. Right. Okay, so I've got red coming in there. That might be a little bit over the top. It is. I'm going to switch this out to Poppy Parade. So I'm going to reposition this that way. Sorry everybody. I could scrape the ink back. But let's go for Poppy Parade. Then all of these colours are the brights, with the exception of Daffodil Delight. Right, let's try that again. Go, that's better. So it has a watercolour effect built into it. That's what I was looking for. And then what I'm going to do is just switch this round like so. Okay, and stamp it again. So you're moving the paper, not the Stamparatus or anything, like so. And you can do this either, you know, in 1/4 of a turn or an 1/8 of a turn. So I hope everybody's had a good day. I've been busy designing and preparing for our Let's Get Creative and for my class, for my coffee and card tomorrow. So just a busy day all round. Okay, so there are my 4 what could be poppies, of course. Now if I wanted to get to double this up, I could add another, put the stamp back down again in another colour, for example, and then stamp all the way around, and it would be in the correct place each time. I'm going to leave that for the minute and use another stamp. So let's use that this little flower here. Now what you can do is vary the height. On this one, what you can't see is I actually stamped in between with the stamped off version. You can see it very, very lightly, but I'm not sure whether you can pick up that definition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 little flowers, one high and one low. So my phone's just kicked me off yet again. Just find you. I'll find myself. There we go. We're back. Hi, Kate. So this time I'm going to add this one in and then spin it round. Now if you've got a really good eye, you could of course you know, do this by hand. So much easier. And if you're doing a lot of them, and this doesn't have to be flowers, you know, this could be just greenery, it could be animals, it could be anything really. So I'm going to put one here and do that round. And just wipe my thing down. There we go. So I hope you're well, Kate. Just lift that up. There we go. Position that roughly. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit off. And I just need to wipe my stamp from previously because I've used it in pink. So I don't know if you've got a Stamparatus, Kate, or anything similar, stamp positioning tool, but they are really, really good fun. Okay, so here's my yellow one going on, and again you could do it half or full. And if you ink it up and you think, oh no, that's in the wrong place, just, you know, lift the plate back up again. There we go. Now I could be doing 2 of these at the same time if I wanted to. But to be honest, it's so quick, especially if you're not changing colours, that you can just literally whiz it round. Like so. Oh, bless you, Kate. That's not good. I don't like to hear people stressed by work at all. Okay, so now we're going to move this. Let me just wipe my plate down. And I'm going to put one, take the cat hair out of the way, in here. No, maybe I'll do it down here, and then I'll put some leaves in between, like so. Oh, jolly good. Good, Kate. I think I might do this one in yellow as well, and then add blue in for something else. So, just going to whiz these around. So I'm looking forward to our class in a box. I don't know if you're going to join us for that, Kate or Katie. I've got some of the samples here if you want to see them. Go. Just moving that around. So because I move sort of this element up and down, it looks less formal than this one here. Okay, it's still in the same pattern, but it's less formal. Okay. Add that one in. Let's move my magnet out of the way. Okay, like so. Looks a bit too symmetrical now. Okay, let's take that one out. Now what I want to do is add some leaves in. So let me grab the small leaf image. So I've got the double leaf. Just this one here. And I think, where am I going to put it? Put it between these. Like so. So it doesn't matter where you start on your design, because you're just going to move it round, and you know that point will be constant. So I've just popped the leaf in there, like so. I'm just going to pop that back in place. I'm going to leave that in the middle, hopefully. Yep, I'll miss that. Let me just check any comments on my computer. Okay, so let's add this in. So the good thing is once you position it, you really don't need to think about it, if that makes any sense. There we go. And I'm going to put something in the middle. So on this one I put For You from the stamp set, and you can see I've also added these centres. Hi Valerie, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. So I think I want to add another bit of greenery, really. So I could just add this little stalk to make it look like a bit more greenery. Let me just try that. I hope you're well, Valerie. So I'm thinking That's going to look a little bit odd. Might do it attached to that one. And then it will look like an attached leaf. Let's have a look and see. Take the leaves off. Just want to wipe my piece down. It's so nice. It just knocked that off. It's a shame, such a shame it's retiring, but you know, you've got to make space for new things. So let's try that. Okay, so what I've got is it's attached, just attaching itself to this leaf, if I get it roughly right. Let's have a look and see. Go. I might put a little flower head on the end of this one. So. And the last one. There we go. Right, let me wipe my plates down so I don't put my hand in the ink. Okay, now we've got this set of large flowers. We've got this flower head. So I think what I might do is put this on the end of this stalk and then use tiny little dots for the centres, like I have done here. So here I can introduce the blue that Katie wanted. So I'm just putting that on the end of the stalk. So. And I'll use the Balmy blue. Let's put those there. There we go. See what this looks like. There we go. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? So Katie's colour choice was red, yellow, green. Oh dear, red, yellow, blue. And then obviously I've added green for the foliage. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the dot stamp that I've just thrown in my lap, and luckily which has fallen straight down, and use that for the centres of the flowers. So I'm just going to do this in my favourite, Early Espresso. There we go. So I'm just free stamping these. You could obviously add these in, no trouble at all. And I think I'm going to put those in here. Makes them really cute. Go. Because they don't have to go in a, you know, I'm just doing them roughly in there. There we go. It's very spring-like, isn't it? So I'm going to add the For You just in the middle. I think that's really cute. I could do it this way round, but no, it won't fit on my card that way around. So I'm going to put it straight on. And in order to make sure I've got it nice and straight, I'm going to keep this hold up with a magnet and then take my time to position it. So rather than use this on a separate block like I did with the centres, take time to get this straight. There's nothing worse than making your creation and then stamping the sentiment and it's either wonky or it's not complete. So I'm just going to add this magnet here, take that one off, press this down to pick up the stamp. I can reposition this, just double check it. Yep, I'm happy with that. So now I need to decide what colour card I'm going to put this on. So if somebody wants to suggest, so I'm going to pick out one of those colours, obviously. So Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, Bashful Blue. There we go. There's my cute little card. So as I say, you could you know, draw a circle and then roughly work within that. I find that, you know, that just doesn't come out even for me. It goes all over the place. Now you'll notice on here I've added these little extra dots, so I could do the same here. But it's quite busy. I'm happy with it as is. This was plainer. It was more structured, you know, 4 there and 4 there. Whereas this one, because it's offset and these are offset, it fills it up. Yeah. And well, I think that's very sensible, Kate. You could do it in a circle and add it. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it, as well? So Valerie says the blue, Bashful Blue. Let's have a look. Amazing. See if I've got that to hand. No, I've got Pool Party. I do have a daffodil and a red, but I will grab a blue as well. We can decide what colour. Katie also thinks the blue. Okay, so we've got that. Let's move this out of the way because it's a bit conflicting colour wise. So that's option 1, which does definitely look nice. It definitely picks that up, doesn't it? Option 2 is the red. And option 3 is the yellow. So I think the yellow is too light, so we'll discount that one. So I think, ladies, with the blue, you're absolutely right. So let me just trim this down, and I will show you again how I get 3 cards out of our UK sized A4. If you haven't seen this, I know some people like a reminder of how I do this, and that is in my trimmer. I place my cardstock across the short side 10.5 centimeters. Thanks, Jeanette. And I use the score blade like so, so that it is scored. I then fold it in half along the score. You could use your bone folder, I just use my fingers. And then I position this with the fold on the left hand side at 9.9 centimeters. And then take the cutting blade, and that's cutting through both layers, so your front and back are nice and even. And then I cut this one at 9.9, preferably not with this mountain next to it, and this one at 9.9, and then the one left will also be 9.9, and you will get 3 perfectly square cards from one sheet of A4. Okay, so score 10.5, fold, cut along the open edge at 9.9, turn it round, and then 2 cuts at 9.9. Okay, oh, I do need to trim this one down. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off each edge. This is currently just over 10 centimeters. So I'm literally going to take so I know this was square to start with, 3 millimeters off each side. And 4 sides. There we go. And I quite like that because the flowers then on this side are just going off. It's quite a natural look, and hopefully that will fit on our card. It only gives me a little border, that's all I want. I want the focus to be on the image because it's a small card. I could take it down a little bit more, but I'm happy with it like that. There was my real red starting point. Oops. It's still warm, so the glue's still slightly runny. There we go. So just going to position that on. A little bit of wiggle room on either side. Okay, just flatten that down nicely, like so. Turn it over and flatten it so that I'm not rubbing my hands, which may or may not be completely clean, on the card itself. And there we go. I could pick up a couple of those flowers for the envelope. I could also mimic this whole thing on the envelope. So the envelope obviously is slightly larger, but if I wanted to, I could do the whole thing replicated on the envelope. Let me just check your comments. Thank you, Katie. I'm glad you like it, and thank you everybody else for your thumbs up. So there is our card. That was our original one. So this is using Pretty Perennials. Say it does retire at the end of June. This also has this cute little stamp here, and this one, and these can also be centers for the flowers. This one here is a complete stamp, so these little pieces are a part of this stamp, in case you're wondering, and you get this leaf image as well, plus the sentiments. So this one is now £8.50, and the matching framelit dies are £15, so they're half price. What I want to just show you quickly is some of the cards for our class in a box for this month, for anybody who hasn't seen the video. So we're using the Give It a Whirl dies, and I'll just show you a few. There we go. I'll just pick out 3, otherwise we'll be here all night. Move those out of the way. So we're using the Give to World dies, so you'll get all the card bases and these pieces and the mechanism and all the components you need, and it's entirely your choice what you add in the front, whether you add images, die cuts or sentiments, whatever you like. Oh, hi Jill. So I've just shown the class in a box cards. So here we've got those cute little turtles, okay, with a little googly eye. We've got the cat thinking about his dinner and the little mice running around like so. And then I've also got this one here, which is supposed to, in my mind, look like a flower garden or like a little alpine garden, where you've got the different layers, and then you can set up different sets of flowers in your garden. These could also be sentiments. They don't have to be images or anything else like that. So that is our class in a box for June. It's £20 for the class. As I say, you'll get all the card bases, all of these pieces here pre-cut. You'll get a whole series of these circles, so you can do lots of different designing. Hi Babsy. Thanks Jeanette. You will get the floral image from here. This is some retiring paper, so you won't be able to order this after the class, so I've included that in your class itself. And there's enough there for at least 6, well, enough there for 6 cards, and you'll have plenty of components and papers over. So booking for that closes on the 20th of June, not the 20th of May, as I put on one of my posters. So sorry about that. So that is Sunday that booking finishes. There we go, there's our cat thinking about his mice. So that's class in a box. If you do want to join us, just comment and I'll send you the information. If you're not in the UK and you want to order the tutorials, which are all online videos, then just comment and I can send you the information for that. So there we go. So this is our card we made this evening. Thank you, Katie, for your design colour inspiration. It's always nice to have somebody else choose the colours. So thank you for that. So I won't be here tomorrow, Friday. I will be here for Craft and Chat on Sunday afternoon. So anybody is welcome to join us. That is 3 till 4:30 on a Sunday. You can find the Zoom information on my Gemini Crafts Facebook page, which is where you are if you're watching me live or on replay on Facebook. If you're watching me on YouTube, then you'll find the Zoom links for our meetings on my Gemini Crafts Facebook page. A link to that is in the description on the video. So thank you everybody for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed our little stamping in the round. Something a little bit different, a little bit of fun. So thanks for the colour choice, Katie. Hope everybody has a nice evening if you're here in the UK or Europe. Have a nice day if you're in America or Canada, and a good, I'm trying to think, so yes, a good day ahead if you're in Australia. Thank you so much everybody. Take care. Lovely to have you join me. I really appreciate your company. Look after your friends and your loved ones. Thanks for watching me today. Catch up with you soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.